when you look at the Brooklyn Nets and you think about transitioning, Wendy, from a regular season game to a best-of-7 playoff series where you have two experienced dudes who are individual offensive juggernauts who both happen to be champions, then the question is, can they make the necessary adjustments? You damn right they could. And when I think about the Brooklyn Nets, here's what I think about. No matter what their situation is now, it was worse last year. I'm talking about if all bodies available. When you consider the fact that James Harden's hamstring was jacked up, and you combine that with the fact that Kyrie Irving had messed up his ankle, and KD was essentially by himself, and they still pushed it to a seventh game. He dropped 49 instead of the 50 I predicted he would get in Game 5. We knew they were going to lose Game 6 at Milwaukee, and then they came back Game 7 at the Barclays Center, and obviously KD couldn't close because he had a size 13 instead of a 12 and a half or 12 and 3/4 shoes, okay? That's really what it comes down. Probably his toenail got in the way, for crying out loud. That's what prevented them from going to the conference finals. So we got to look at it from that perspective and ask ourselves, well, if Kyrie was available, what would be the case? I'm telling you right now, Kyrie good for 27 tonight. Kyrie's good for 27 tonight. We know KD is good for 27 tonight. We know their offense is going to be prolific, and you're not blowing them out. They're going to be in every game, particularly against an Eastern Conference foe. So now it comes down to moments. Who do you believe can close? When you look at Miami, are you sure? When you look at Milwaukee, I love Chris Middleton. I love Jrue Holiday. I love their chemistry and cohesiveness. But in a tight, thrilling game, down to the wire, do I have faith that any of them got closers like KD and Kyrie? That answer would be hell no. No. And so I look at it from that perspective, and I say that's where you got to give it. But again, as we're tackling the subject, Wendy, let's be responsible here. And I'll share with you, reiterating what I said to Mad Dog Russo and Molly yesterday. I took the liberty and put Wendy up on a split screen because I want to look at Wendy when I say this. I took the liberty, Wendy, of speaking to a couple of Hall of Famers who I happen to know are huge Kyrie fans. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, Wendy. I mean, if we utter a syllable against Kyrie Irving, we're haters. We're haters, Katie. We don't appreciate him at all. I mean, God forbid we just call it like we see it, okay? Well, they love Kyrie Irving, and they're Hall of Famers and champions. And I asked a simple question. And then I spoke to a future Hall of Famer who's still playing as a superstar in the game today yesterday because I asked him the same question, all three of them. And I said, if Kyrie Irving was your teammate, and all of y'all were vaccinated, and he wasn't, what would you have done? This is a quote from the Hall of Famers. We'd have snatched him. We'd have tied his ass up if we had to. He'd have got that shot if we had to give it to him our damn selves. He might have been ticked off at us. He might have been pissed. Wouldn't want to talk to us all season long. You understand? But he would have been available. That's what they said. And I asked the future Hall of Famer the same question, and he gave the same answer. So in other words, y'all would have made sure he got that vaccine shot. You wouldn't have liked it, but you'd have said, we got a chip that we going for. And while we're sitting here talking about Kyrie Irving, and we are absolutely ecstatic that the mandate has been lifted so we can watch this magnificent talent put his excellence on display, the reality of the situation that cannot be escaped is that with a championship on the line, okay, a championship season on the line, he sat up there and said, y'all on your own. This is what I'm doing. It was about him. It wasn't about the team.
Yeah.
And thank God the mandate was lifted. But it don't make him some damn hero.
Yeah, let me get in here.
I just want to make sure I said that.
Stephen A., on that note, and Wendy, I want to come to you. Right now, they would play Toronto in the 7-8. So what would that mean, Wendy?
Well, it would mean that Kyrie couldn't even get into the country of Canada right now. In that situation, they would have to play without him. But I have to say a couple of things about that. One, the Nets only have to win one of the two play-in games. So even if they had to play in Toronto, right, in an 8-7 matchup and they lost that game, then they'd get to play at home against Charlotte or Atlanta, and they're probably winning that. So I'm penciling them in to make it through the play-in one way or the other. The second thing is it might not be Toronto. If Toronto wins against Cleveland tonight at home, they're tied for the 6th seed. Also, the Bulls' schedule is brutal, and the Bulls keep getting pounded by the better teams in the league who they got to play. The Bulls could end up being back there in the 7. So I wouldn't worry too much about that from the Nets. What I would say about Kyrie is, Stephen A., after the Harden trade, I called around to some of the coaches and executives in the Eastern Conference, and I said, boy, you can't be happy about this because you had 2 teams that were messed up, Philly and Brooklyn. Now they make this trade, and they're both going to be better off for the contenders for you in the East. And I was surprised what I heard. I heard, you know what? I would rather have that than have that beast that would have been Harding, Irving, and Durant playing together, because I don't think we could have ever beaten that team. I'll take our chances with Brooklyn the way they're constructed and Philly the way they're constructed. And so the fallout of the way Kyrie has handled this season is that it drove a wedge in between he and Durant and Harden. Harden was just, I was around the Nets early this season. They were in a good place as a team before they brought Kyrie back part-time. And after that happened, it went straight downhill with Harden. So the legacy of this season may end up being that they never got to see what this super team would have become.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.